And a very good afternoon from the PortAventura World Resort here in Spain. You're watching Adventure Planet, where today the trip ends in style here at Ferrari Land. Yeah, I can't believe the trip is over already. Of course, if you've not already done so, do go back and check out all the other vlogs from this trip, including Park Warner Madrid, where we've done a full park tour for my very first visit, as well as checking out their Halloween Scary Nights event. And of course, we've done a day one and day two vlog here at the PortAventura Park before ending here at Ferrari Land, a land that opened back in 2017 at a cost of over 100 million euros. It's actually the second gate to the PortAventura Park, and actually only the second Ferrari themed park outside of obviously Ferrari World over in Abu Dhabi in Dubai. Features 2 roller coasters here, a number of flat rides for the kids, a motion simulator and a flying theatre, as well as much more. We're going to be checking all of that out right here in this video. Now, park hours today 5 p.m. through until 10 p.m. so it is a little bit of a late start, this one, and I am a little bit worried about the weather as well. We got some thunderstorms bubbling up in the area which could affect ride operations. Hopefully nothing too bad. We'll make the most of whatever happens a little bit later on. So come on in with me as we end the trip in style here at Ferrari Land, PortAventura World, Spain. Oh, and it's a great entrance, isn't it, into Ferrari Land with this grand archway. And look at the sun just kind of hitting Red Force at the back there. Hopefully the weather stays like this and we don't see any signs of those thunderstorms later on. That'd be great. All the fountains here to the left and right side of that entranceway, and I do quite like this kind of car here, and it all kind of stretches around here, gives the impression of that speed as we head on in to the land. Oh, fantastic. And of course, right in front of us, it is Red Force, Europe's tallest and fastest roller coaster. Oof, it's a beast. An absolute beast. Oh, there she goes. 0 to 112 in 5 seconds. LSM launch is not the snappiest, but it does still feel quick when you're on there. Pit lane off to the right, where you can get all your usual theme park food, all your burgers, all that kind of stuff. Got some outside seating here. And you got the Thrill Towers just next to Red Force there as well. And some Halloween theming, there you go. Big pumpkin there. There's some nice theming in this area as well, kind of, you know, Rome Colosseum, Venetian theming, that kind of thing. It does look nice. Yeah, as well as all these kind of topiaries and stuff around, all looks good. And you've got some Ferrari models, you've got the Ferrari Gallery here as well. And I love this building, kind of modeled on the hood of a Ferrari here on the roof. Does look great. But yeah, you can see some examples of that theming just kind of through here. But we are, of course, going to make a beeline for Red Force. Of course we are. Not going to go anywhere else, not till we've done that. Inside that building is where you'll find the simulator and the flying theatre, which we'll do a little bit later on. Good to do if you've not already done them, but of course for someone like myself, the main draw here is Red Force. And you've got an absolutely fantastic viewing area for the ride as well. Oh, that sound. It really does sound just like a Formula One race car. It is great. Yeah, we got the children's area to check out as well. That actually opened a year later after this. Opened in 2018. Features a nice little number of flat rides for the kids. You got the Thrill Towers there as well. Most of the rides in that area were supplied and manufactured by SPF. And there's the gallery there just off to the left. Again, lots of details and history of Ferrari. And you know what? That's just a 30-minute wait for Red Force. That's not too bad at all. Oh, look at it. It just dominates the skyline of this area. I mean, to be honest, it dominates the skyline of PortAventura World as a whole. It probably dominates the skyline of Tarragona, actually. Here we go. There's that amazing viewing area just in front of us here. You got another one of the cars here as well. Oh, the sound. Oh, it is one of the best sounds in the game, that. And I'll tell you what, when I become a YouTube megastar, I will buy myself my very own Ferrari. Yeah, absolutely will. And here we go, just a 30-minute wait. Yeah, I'll absolutely take that. No over-the-shoulder restraints on this, just your lap bars. Red Force, challenge the wind. And I've just had not one, not two, but 3 rides on Red Force here in Ferrari Land. Yeah, as much as there was a 30-minute queue for the normal queue, no one was taking advantage of the single rider at all. So I thought, you know what, I'm going to jump straight on that, straight through to the station all 3 times. Oh, absolutely brilliant. Walk-on rides on Red Force, what could be better? And as you've seen from the footage there, the station is quite well themed, some nice bits around, kind of reminds you of being in like a actual Ferrari garage really, which is quite cool. The trains themselves, I really like them, kind of in that race car type look. And the best thing about it, no over-the-shoulder restraints, just a lap bar on this one. Manufactured by Intamin, open in 2017, 0 to 112 miles an hour in 5 seconds, right to the top of that 367-foot top hat. And it's just the sounds of it. It sounds absolutely incredible. And I will stick to what I said. It's not the snappiest launch. It's LSM. It's why I always prefer the hydraulic launch. But it's got that speed to it. And that pull just feels like it really does last a long time. The best thing about it, though, as per Shambhala, is the location for it. The views from the top are absolutely astounding. I'm going to get many more rides on that tonight. But obviously, for now, we head around and take a look around the rest of the area. And as you exit Red Force, then you'll come across this set of stairs just here, which leads up to kind of like this grandstand themed viewing area just before you get to your on-ride photo purchase here. Oh, the sounds of that ride, it just gets me every time. But yeah, come up these stairs and you can really kind of appreciate that atmosphere and the views in this seating area. Yeah, it's really nice. I like it up here. It's great. Great photo opportunities and a great place to get some video as well. Right in front of the launch track. It looks like that screen at the back is just having a few issues, which is a shame. Hopefully they can get that resolved soon, because that just adds like a little bit more of a vibe and atmosphere at the grandstand. Oh, it's just electric. One of the best sounds in the game. And while the buildings for, say, Red Force's station here and the Ferrari experience, as we saw earlier, do look good, it's all the Italian theming and architecture around here that I think really sets the area off. Like I say, very Venetian, kind of Rome Colosseum inspired. Love the fountain here. That's really nice. You've got all these buildings off to the right as well. Obviously, you've got the restaurant here. And then you've got all the statues. It's great. It's a really nice area. Love the plaza. It's great. And then you've got that grandstand off to the left, which, like I say, does house your photo point, where you can get your on-ride photo or video. And next to that, you've got an ice cream box. There you go. Get all your ice cream. Oh. And yeah, this kind of part of the building here is more themed into that Rome Colosseum look, which is really nice. And this is actually all basically just stuck onto the back of that Ferrari Experience building. But I do think it looks really nice. And then just off to the left there, you've got the Pit Stop Experience, or Pit Stop Record to give it its official name. Where you actually get to try and change the tyres in as quick a time as possible. I've never actually done it. It sounds pretty fun. Obviously, it's not really something you can do on your own. Oh, Red Force. Absolutely glorious. And let's not forget, you've also got the Thrill Towers here. S&S Shot Towers, 180 feet. Gives some good views over the area. And you've got Maranello Grand Race just through here as well, which is a little CNS track ride. 40-minute queue time now for Red Force. Yeah, good shot towers these. But you can just tell how much they're dwarfed by Red Force. It's crazy. And here's a little bit of off-ride footage of Maranello Grand Race. Drive your own Ferrari. Look at that. Hey. And some off-ride shots then of the Thrill Towers, Red Force and Maranello Grand Race. I do like the entrance portal for the Thrill Towers as well, with the pistons on there. That looks really quite cool. And like I say, yeah, they're good shot towers, those. Especially for the views. And you can get some good interaction with Red Force as well if you're lucky enough to sit on the right side. Oh, just soars a little bit late. But yeah, you can get some pretty good interaction as we head on down to that kids area then. Kids area, Ferrari Land. There's a little family coaster down here to ride. Junior Red Force. As well as a number of flat rides as well. As I said, pretty much every ride in this area manufactured by SBF. Let's go take a look at the first little flat ride over here. Love the cup in the middle. And right underneath Red Force's absolutely huge top hat, you will find Junior Red Force. Hey! Little SBF Visa family coaster, speeds of 28 miles an hour. Opened here with the kids area back in 2018. I just love the way you've got Junior Red Force here, and then literally just towering above it is the Big Daddy. So here it comes. Love the train. And it's just a 10-minute wait. And I've just had my ride on the 2-lap special Junior Red Force N. It is always fun to get on that ride, but I tell you what, when SBF designed that, I think they must have fallen asleep at the profiling stage. When you come out of that, when you come out of that helix right at the start of the ride, yeah, it is quite nasty. I think I've jolted my neck a little bit on that, actually. But like I say, it is always fun to get on it. I just find it hilarious how just incredibly dominated it is by Big Daddy Red Force right towering above it. Anyway, let's head on over to another flat ride now then, just opposite Junior Red Force. It's Crazy Pistons. And everybody always has great fun on Crazy Pistons. I love the design of this ride as well, with the big eyes on there. And right opposite of that, you've got Finish Line, where you can get some drinks, food, hot dogs and the like. Get your yard of beer. And they do sell these things as well, these Spirellos. They look quite nice actually, different flavors, salt mix, paprika, barbecue I think as well. And your hot dogs in there as well, which I believe start at about €5.90. You've got some outside seating as the lights all start to come on around the park. Ah, this is where Ferrari Land comes into its own. Can't wait for a night ride on Red Force a little bit later on. Got the Junior Drop Tower just over the back, and to the right you've got the big old stage where they usually have an acrobatic show. But that's not actually showing today. It's a shame, I would have liked to have got some footage. Big Ferrari logo there you go. Acrobatic show. And you got all the seating off to the left. And then right in front of us, the final flat ride of the area, Jeremy Jet style attraction this. Little spinning flat ride with the planes. You got Fast Lap there, which is closed currently. Some more outside seating. Hey. And there goes Red Force again. Great views of the top hat in this area. You can really get close. The lights are now on the train as well. Absolutely brilliant. And if you're coming here to Ferrari Land for the first time, you've got to bear in mind that this is quite a small area. It's not a huge park, this. I like the signage there. Flying race. It is only open, like I say, from 5 till 10, and that really it will be all you need. I mean, if you've done Ferrari Land before, you'll likely be done in maybe 3 hours, and then you'll be heading back over to PortAventura Park, which kind of makes me really want this area to expand again. I mean, it was expanded in 2018, a year after opening, when obviously they introduced this children's area with all the flat rides in here, Junior Red Force obviously. But I feel like they should expand it again, get another thrill ride in here, another coaster or something, you know, just make the area a lot bigger. Be nice to have this as something approaching a full day park. I think that'd be really cool. I mean, whether that's something that maybe at some stage was in the planning books and then the pandemic happened and, you know, things like that, which may have caused delays. Maybe it was then just, you know, the idea was trashed perhaps. But yeah, I do feel like, you know, with 2025 almost now, it would be nice to see another expansion to this area. After that look around the kids area then, I did just get yet another ride on Red Force. Almost dark, not quite yet, still a bit of blue to the sky, but it was still a fantastic ride. Back row on that one though, and I tell you what, that wasn't comfortable. It is quite jolty on the back. Front row is definitely where you want to be on that ride. Anyway, heading back into kind of the main area of the land now then, and grab myself some food. It's just gone 7:30, and I am starting to feel a little bit peckish. But before we do get to the food though, right opposite my friend Jeff here, who's all lit up in all his, shall we say, splendor, there is a building just over here with the big Ferrari logo on the top. Right through here, you will find an American whip-style attraction called Junior Championship. A lot of people miss this, and it is a really fun ride. Let's take a look. Just past Junior Championships then you can find Pole Position Challenge, which is an upcharge at 15 euros. However, it does allow you to actually use a pretty authentic F1 simulator here, and it's just a quick look at all the ones that they've got available. Pretty impressive. No one using it at the moment though. And here's just some signage for that attraction. Pole Position Challenge. Feel like a real professional racer as you drive an authentic F1 simulator. Yeah, 15 euros though. I do feel like that's actually pretty expensive. It does look quite impressive in there though, and I do like the signage on the front. Just off to the right there is a big kind of children's play structure, if you like. Got some slides in there, some tubes to crawl through, and cargo netting and all that kind of stuff. And just past that, you've got the Ferrari Store, just in case you want to get any of your merchandise. But I'm going to head straight forward then to pit lane, grab myself some food and drink, and then we'll be heading into the Ferrari experience to get a ride on the flying simulator and the simulator attractions that have gone inside there. Both of them pretty good if you've never done them before. However, it is something that a lot of people do skip. To be honest, certainly amongst enthusiasts like myself, it's all really about Red Force here. Here we go, pit lane. And here we are in pit lane then, and you know what, I really do like it in here. I love all the theming and Ferrari memorabilia around, kind of celebrating each of the decades. You've got the 60s off to the left there, the 70s and 80s, all kind of celebrating the drivers of those particular decades. You've even got some of the race uniforms behind the glass there. All really, really nice to look at. But in terms of food though, I know I said I was feeling peckish, but I've actually gone all out here. Yeah, look at this. I've got my gazpacho there with croutons, a little bit of salad, and a burger with fries, my Coke Zero. Oh yeah, it's all here. It is worth noting though that it is pretty expensive in here. This was, as near as makes no difference, £20. So expensive, yes, but it does look pretty tasty, and I'll let you know just what it was like right after this. And I just thought I'd show you a bit of a closer look at one of the sections that they have here. This is for the 70s, just to show you the kind of memorabilia that they have here. All the different drivers of the 70s there. You got some photos taken at various races. And the cars here. And they've got this all throughout the different decades throughout this restaurant here. It's great to see, isn't it, really? You know, Ferrari's heritage being celebrated and all on display like this. Like I say, you got some of the race uniforms there with the helmets. You've got the videos playing on all these TV screens around. It really is cool. And then I like this here, with a wide array of tools that have all been used across different builds. Fascinating stuff. And just a quick look around the pit lane restaurant here at Ferrari Land then. I'll tell you what, that food was really nice. Started off with that gazpacho. I remember having some of that for the first time going back a few years and kind of being a bit taken aback because I expected it to be kind of hot, kind of tomato soup, and it's not. It's actually a cold soup. I remember kind of thinking, oh, you know, when I first tried it, but actually I do quite like it. It's nice. The burger was nice in there. You had some cheese, lettuce, tomato, and a bit of pickle onion sauce, I think, which tasted quite nice. And of course the tasty Coke Zero, which is what I'm still drinking here. Now, unfortunately, the storms have rolled in. There is lightning in the area, so for now, Red Force is closed, but that's okay. We can head into Ferrari Experience now, check out the flying theatre and the simulator, and we'll also take a quick look at the merchandise that they've got on sale here as well. Oh, and I tell you what, with those lightning storms in the area, it really does filter out here in Ferrari Land. Like I say, so many people do just come here for Red Force, and when that's closed, it really does filter out. It feels like there's only kind of a handful of people here left in the park, which is absolutely fine for me. You know, maybe the queue times for the flying theatre and motion simulator will be a lot less. Hopefully Red Force will open up again at some point soon though. There's another 1.5 just over hours of park time left, so hopefully we'll still get a night ride on that a little bit later on. But yeah, this is another reason why I'd love to see an expansion to this park, so that people do come for more than just Red Force, you know. But we'll take a quick look at the park map, just for those that might be unfamiliar with Ferrari Land itself. Obviously we started the vlog earlier today here with all the fountains and the main kind of entranceway here, through here into the piazza itself, where you've got the children's structure and you've got that kind of simulator pole position attraction just here with the American Whip Style Junior Championship just behind. Red Force's station here, this is kind of one of the main restaurants just here as well. Red Force, as you can see, comes all the way down and up and back again, cuts right through the middle of the park pretty much as it stands. Got the Thrill Towers just down here, Maranello Grand Race, which as you can appreciate from the map, is quite a lengthy track ride and is definitely worth doing. Pit lane, where we just got food, is here. We're stood pretty much here at the moment. And then you've got the main Ferrari experience building right in the middle, which is where you'll find the flying theatre and the simulator. And yeah, this whole area here is that children's area that was added in 2018 with Junior Red Force. You got the stage there and the flat rides around the area. And yeah, like I say, I'd like to see an extension to this map at some point, somewhere around here or here, you know, just expand this out a little bit. Who needs this car park? Get rid of that, expand it out that way. Get another thrill attraction in, another big coaster or something, and make this park a little bit busier. And while Red Force is still closed due to those storms, we may as well head into the Ferrari Store here in Ferrari Land and check out some of the merch. Now, it probably goes without saying that this isn't going to be your typical theme park merchandise in here. This is all officially licensed Ferrari products, so it is going to be pretty expensive. It's good to see that you've got some more of Ferrari's history on the walls here as you come in on the left and right. And we'll take a look at some of the merch just in front here. Actually, you know what? This looks quite nice. Quite like that red polo shirt. What are you thinking, viewers? More or less than 100 euros? I'm kind of thinking more. Oh, well, there you go. It is 100 euros. It is quite nice though, that. I did quite like it. Got a black version. You've got your mugs and your caps here. Various other bits and pieces. You've got your t-shirts, your backpacks. Some more hats and caps here. I like these mugs actually. Typical Ferrari red would be nice. Yeah, this jacket's nice, isn't it? But again, yeah, with the price, 30% off, 270 euros. Yeah, definitely to be expected though, right? Anything with that prancing horse on is not going to be cheap. There's some more of your different style mugs here. It is worth noting that even the mugs in here are 39 euros. And that again is 30% off as well. It's pretty crazy prices. That, it's absolutely tiny. 90 euros. Wow. The pieces in here are really nice. I suppose at the end of the day, you do get what you pay for. But yeah, it is very expensive. You've got more of the kind of racing style merch here. That's quite nice. All the sponsors on there. Some more mugs, caps, backpacks. Got your sunglasses in here, 140 euros, 160 euros, 180 euros. Wow. I will say though, I do like that mug for the Ferrari Land area. But unfortunately again, 30 euros. Yeah, I won't be paying that for a mug, I'm afraid. And just a quick whistle-stop tour then around the merchandise here in the Ferrari store at Ferrari Land. And yeah, well, there's some nice pieces in there. It is just very expensive. Even like the park merch stuff with things like Red Force on, because it's got that prancing horse on there, it really does just add to the cost, making things really expensive, which is a shame because I would have liked, you know, a Ferrari Land top or a Red Force top or something, but I'm just not willing to pay those prices. Interesting to see that the thrill towers are still in operation. Even though Red Force is still closed, there are still lightning strikes in the area. Every now and again you see it flashing. So yeah, interesting that they're still open. Maybe Red Force will be opening soon. Hopefully. Do still want my night ride on that. But we'll head on down now to the Ferrari experience, the Simulator Racing Legends. A journey through time with Scuderia Ferrari is your left entrance, currently on a 20-minute wait. Or if you want the Flying Theatre, Flying Dreams around the world with Ferrari, that's your right entrance. And that's currently on a 30-minute wait. I'll take the Flying Theatre every time. It is the much better ride. Oh, that's end of the queue line. Oh, it is great in here with all the music and all the lighting and the huge screens. Oh, it's great. As you can see, the queue line for Racing Dreams is on this left side, and then the Flying Theatre is on this side. Hopefully not a 30-minute wait by the look of it. We'll see how it goes. And just had my ride on Flying Dreams and Racing Legends then. Flying Dreams waited about 20-25 minutes. Racing Legends was a complete walk-on. And let's start off with that one first. I tell you what, it's really not great. It's actually worse than I could remember, to be honest. The visual quality in there really isn't great. Obviously, you're wearing the 3D glasses, and the simulator as a whole, really, even by simulator standards, really isn't that great. You're basically driving all these different F1 models of Ferrari going around various racetracks. But yeah, it's just really uninspiring. I actually found myself looking at my watch halfway through that ride, just kind of thinking, oh, does this end soon? Can't quite remember. Yeah, so it may be worth doing if you've never done it before, but otherwise it's definitely a ride that I would usually give a miss. But like I say, it was a complete walk-on. Flying Dreams, however, you know me, I do love a good Flying Theatre, and that is great. I do really enjoy that one. There's some good smells in there, great soundtrack, and you're basically going through, again, all different kind of Ferrari models, commercial models, basically, across various major cities and vistas throughout the world. And yeah, it really is good. I do quite enjoy that. You've got a pre-show at the beginning where Enzo Ferrari comes out and just gives you a little bit of background about himself and the company. And yeah, as far as Flying Theatres go, it is quite a good one. However, I have to be honest, whilst I was in there queuing, I was desperate to get back out because, as you can probably hear, Red Force is back open. There's only 20 minutes of the night left to go before 10 o'clock. So I'm going to head on over there now and get on my night ride. How atmospheric is that with the moon above? And I'll tell you what, I've just had 3 rides back to back, going back on again for a 4th on Red Force. Oh, it's absolutely awesome. There's still storms in the area, but obviously they're far enough away to not cause any concern. So I don't know if you've seen a couple of those off-ride shots with the lightning there. It looks absolutely awesome. Let's see if we can get on for a 4th ride. And with those last rides on Red Force then, that is where I bring this vlog from Ferrari Land to a close. 3 rides in pitch black night with the lightning in the background. How atmospheric was that? What an absolutely superb night ride that is. And look, it's just an Intamin launch coaster. There's nothing exactly special about it, but the hold it has in that launch, how long that goes on for, and just the height of it, 367 feet, and the views you get from the top are simply spectacular, especially at night. It really is a great ride. If you do come here, make sure you stay and get a night ride on that. It is absolutely phenomenal. The rest of the park, though, I do just wish it at some point in the future it gets expanded, because really for thrill seekers like myself, it really only has Red Force. If you do have young kids, there is a nice children's area, there is a stage where some shows are usually put on, and there's some nice theming around for sure, some nice photo opportunities and all that kind of stuff, but for roller coaster enthusiasts and for thrill seekers, there really only is Red Force. I do feel like an expansion is due here. You know, the last one hasn't been made since 2018. Expand the park, get another thrill ride in there, and everyone, including myself, is happy. Although, having said that, I will gladly come into Ferrari Land, spend a good 3 hours, maybe 4, just riding the likes of Red Force. I think it's absolutely brilliant. Food here is good, a little bit pricey. Same story for the merch, really. Anything with the Prancing Horse logo on is going to be expensive, so do bear that in mind. But it's an absolutely fantastic day here. Do bear in mind, though, if you do get this park as part of a package, you can only come here the once. As soon as you've been to Ferrari Land, that's it. Obviously, PortAventura Park, you can go through there whenever you like, as many times as you like. Ferrari Land, you can only do the once. Oh, that's a shame. The lights on the archway aren't actually on. But the fountain package is looking quite nice behind me, though, with all the colours, so that's good. Yeah, and so that's going to be it from Ferrari Land. I've had an absolutely fantastic day. The racing simulator here, Racing Legends, not so good. Flying Theatre, very good. And Junior Red Force, I think, yeah, the less said about that one, the better. I've still got a bit of a bad neck from that, actually. But not only from Ferrari Land, that brings the Spain trip to a close. I want to thank you so much for those that have viewed the previous 4 vlogs that I have uploaded, including from Park and Warner Madrid and, of course, PortAventura Park here. The abroad vlogs don't tend to have as much engagement as the UK parks, so if you have watched those previous 4 vlogs, I do very, very much appreciate it. So thank you so much. I hope you've got something out of them, some advice, and just some idea of how the parks out here in Spain are. Do let me know in the comments if you're planning on coming out here to Ferrari Land, PortAventura Park, PortAventura World, and do let me know if you've been before, how you found it, and if you are coming down here, how excited are you to come and visit? It is an absolutely fantastic resort. I've had a great time whilst I've been here. Operations, I have to say, across the whole have been much improved. Ferrari Land was really very good. Red Force, getting the train sent out super quick. We had a bit of downtime due to the storms, but otherwise it's been absolutely fantastic. I've had a great time here in Spain, but of course all good things do have to come to an end. So from here at the PortAventura World Resort, Ferrari Land, PortAventura Park, and here in Spain, I want to thank you so much for watching, and as always, happy riding everybody, and I shall see you back in the UK.